morning, everyone!
Hello to you and all the extra pounds that you have after Merry Christmas. I'm Paolo del Rosario. Let's get you up to speed with some news that you could use right now.
Hello there, beautiful people. I'm Anne Asis-Carilo. It's Thursday, a day after Christmas. And today we are unstoppable with good vibes and a whole lot of energy.
And I'm Monique Tuzon, ready to bring mo fun to your mornings. Join us in the next hour for stories and conversations that matter. I hope everybody had a great Christmas, especially eating. We did all gain a couple pounds or so, right?
Yes.
Pow, pow.
Yeah! Buti na lang yung guest natin mamaya, dietitian.
Exactly,
know,
right? How timely.
This is the perfect time to bring in a dietitian and talk to her about all the stuff that we ate during the
Overeating.
Christmas.
Yes.
Basically, we were gluttons.
Actually, we're all here to make sure we all feel bad the day after Christmas. Kasi grabe talaga, of course, sobrang timely yung guest. But of course, it makes sense rin kasi we're getting ready for our New Year's resolution.
Yes,
Happening
January 1,
next
we're all
year.
dieting, right?
Grabe.
We're all dieting.
Yeah, then biglang dadami.
Oh.
Wait lang. And then biglang dadami yung mga estudyante ni Anne.
Oh yeah,
sa
for
mga
her fitness class.
classes.
And see Doc Albert.
You know what? Actually, that really happens. Like the influx of members, they suddenly come in
Yeah.
January,
Yeah.
and you'll see all the machines are occupied, and it's so hard
And
to
then
work
after
out.
2 weeks, wala na sila.
Well, we'll see. Let's know. We're going to hope, and we're going to
Yes.
hope that most people will stick to the resolutions this time.
We'll
Because,
see. We'll see.
because we need to also. But of course, before anything else, let's go on to our weather report for today. Now, it'll be a rainy day in some parts of the country. Pag-asa says Mindanao and Palawan will still experience scattered rains and thunderstorms because of the Intertropical Convergence Zone, or the ITCZ. Now, the northeast monsoon, or the Amihan, is also causing rains in the Cagayan Valley and the Cordillera region. Ilocos region can also expect isolated light rains due to the Amihan. Metro Manila and the rest of the country can expect isolated rain showers because of localized thunderstorms. And today's sunset will be set at 5:35 p.m. Now, let's speak to the Pag-asa weather specialist Veronica Torres to get more updates. Magandang umaga, Veronica. Merry Christmas.
Hello po, good morning and Merry Christmas din po.
All right, Veronica, it was a rainy day in parts of the metro. Can we expect more rain being dumped around the country today?
For today, better weather condition is expected over Metro Manila, although we still have chances of localized thunderstorms.
Are we expecting any weather disturbances for today around the country? There are a few weather systems that are active.
Yeah, so actually, we're expecting the Intertropical Convergence Zone, or ITCZ, to cause rains over Mindanao and Palawan, and also northeast monsoon over Cagayan Valley and Cordillera Administrative Region. And aside from those weather systems, we're not expecting any other weather disturbances. Also, we're not monitoring any low pressure area or tropical cyclone near or inside the Philippine area of responsibility.
Can we expect improved weather all the way to the New Year's Day celebrations?
So actually, we only have a 5-day weather forecast. So we're expecting over Metro Manila for the good weather to persist over the next 2 to 3 days. However, over the other parts of the country, especially for Mindanao and also northern Luzon, the northeast monsoon and shear line and also the Intertropical Convergence Zone may still bring rains over those particular places.
Veronica, maraming salamat. Thank you very much for waking up early and giving us an update today.
Okay po, thank you din po.
That's Veronica Torres, Pag-asa weather specialist.
Now, the intermittent rains on Christmas Day forced parkgoers at the Luneta Park to go home. Some of them even came from the provinces and said they didn't expect a rainy Christmas day. The Luneta Park is a favorite picnic place among families to spend Christmas.
After almost 15 years in death row in Indonesia, Mary Jane Veloso celebrates Christmas with her family here in the Philippines. A total of 23 members of Mary Jane's family visited her at the Correctional for Women in Mandaluyong, including her aunt, nieces, and her children. They celebrated Christmas traditionally, although inside confinement, with home-cooked food such as pork sinigang, spaghetti, salad, ube, and rice cakes.
Hindi namin akalain na mangyayari ito. Sa 15 years, ito nagkasama-sama na kami ng Pasko.
Earlier this week, Celia Veloso filed a formal request for her daughter's clemency to President Bongbong Marcos. They said this could be the greatest gift the palace could give Veloso for her upcoming birthday in January.
It's business as usual for Filipino frontline workers on Christmas Day. Even then, some of them found a way to celebrate. Francis Falve has the story.
Fire Inspector Javier Belen of BFP San Juan is used to not having any vacation even during the holidays. He has been in the rescue service for over a decade and has been a firefighter for a total of 25 years. He and his colleagues were planning an early Noche Buena, but a call came in. They had to respond to a fire in San Juan.
Talagang tawag ng tungkulin, so immediate, kung anong ginagawa mo, tigil, takbo agad. Responde agad tayo.
Inspector Belen finds ways to celebrate Christmas and New Year. Earlier with his wife, a police officer, and their 2 children.
In-part po namin sa kanila na kapag ganito talaga mga holidays, talagang wala kami sa piling nila. Kasi yun yung trabaho namin as uniform personnel, as part of the Bureau of Fire Protection na during holidays, nasa red alert status kami at saka ready for emergency.
Dr. Star de Lunas is grateful she was able to spend Noche Buena with her parents in Batangas. Since becoming a doctor almost 10 years ago, the time she has spent with her parents have been few and far in between. Despite this, her parents have always been supportive, even though she often has to return to work due to patient calls.
I need to go back here in Manila because I have a 97-year-old patient na admitted because of GI bleeding. So I have to attend to her. I think parang in-embrace na namin to, parte na siya ng profession namin na kahit kailan ka tawagin, you should be ready because you know that lives are at stake.
Apart from her patients, Dr. Star prioritizes her parents, especially since her father is set to undergo a medical procedure next year.
It's more special and meaningful kasi nga daddy ko will undergo surgery, a major surgery on early January. So I wanted to make sure na makaspend ako ng time with them kahit na nga itong meron akong trabaho on the side.
While Dr. Star and Fire Inspector Belen dedicate their hard work to their families, they admit that their time with their loved ones is limited. They plan to make up for it when their schedule allows.
Sa mommy at daddy ko, I am very happy to be back and to be spending Christmas of 2024 with you because as far as I can remember, parang ngayon na lang ulit tayo nag-celebrate na only the 3 of us. And wala akong ibang wish for you but to be healthy and to spend more Christmases and holidays with you. So for me, that's the most important thing. That's my priority talaga. At this point in my life. So, yun lang. Love you.
Sa aking asawa at saka sa aking 2 anak, Merry Christmas at itong tandaan nyo kahit wala si tatay sa piling ninyo ngayong Pasko at ngayong bagong taon, I assure you na nandito kayo sa puso ko at kapiling ko pa rin kayo kahit wala kayo dito.
Francis Polbe, Bilyonaryo News Channel.
The apparent word war between China and Defense Secretary Gubo Teodoro is heating up. China called out Teodoro for defending the country's plans to deploy the U.S. missile system. The Defense Secretary explains no country can oppose the Philippines' right to any form of deployment and acquisition of assets. Teodoro adds China should stop with its threats and aggressive actions in our exclusive economic zone if they are serious about de-escalating tensions in the region. The Chinese embassy condemned what it calls malicious remarks by Teodoro against their Communist Party. It described the Defense Secretary's pronouncements as, quote, filled with ideological bias, factional confrontation, and Cold War mentality.
Authorities warn the public against crypto scammers, especially during the holidays. The Cybercrime Investigation and Coordinating Center, or CICC, says banks have noted that some of their depositors have lost a significant amount of money because of crypto scams. But the scam victims have yet to report these to authorities. The agency has issued a warning since November, but the situation has apparently gotten worse. Scammers are using digital accounts that suddenly disappear after the victims deposit around 100,000 to over ₱1,000,000 pesos. The CICC says a digital account should be supervised by the Bangko Sentral before making any investment. Cryptocurrencies gained traction once again after U.S. President-elect Donald Trump announced plans to make the U.S. the world's crypto capital. Bitcoin, for one, is worth nearly $100,000.
The New Year revelry has yet to begin, but authorities have reported an increase in injuries due to illegal fireworks. Francis Falve returns with this report.
Two men claiming to be students were arrested after meeting with an online buyer of illegal firecrackers. The suspects claim they engage in this type of business for tuition.
Ito po ay isang police-initiated operation. Nag-umpisa po ito sa pag-cyber patrolling ng mga cyber cops natin kung saan nakita nila itong suspect na nag-post sa marketplace at sa isang FB page na nagbibenta po siya ng paputok. And ito pong mga illegal and prohibited na firecrackers. During the operation po, ang na-confiscate po sa kanya ay 10 cubes of King Kong, 4 cubes of tuna, and 4 pieces of kabase firecrackers.
From December 6 until Christmas, the PNP ACG conducted 6 operations against illegal firecrackers, leading to the arrest of 7 individuals. Based on data from the Department of Health, there were 18 new cases of firecracker injuries reported on Christmas Day. A total of 43 cases have been recorded from December 22 to 25 this year. This is significantly lower compared to the incidents recorded on Christmas Day of 2023. According to the DOH, most victims were injured by illegal firecrackers such as Boga, 5-Star, and Piccolo. In response, the Rizal Police Provincial Office destroyed the confiscated and surrendered illegal firecrackers and pyrotechnic devices. The PNP's spokesperson also issued a reminder about the dangers of using boga.
Kasama po yun sa listahan, sir, ng mga prohibited firecrackers at pyrotechnic devices. At in recent years ay marami po tayong nakukumpiska. At ang malungkot po dito, sir, ay mga karamihan, bata po yung gumagamit po ng boga at may mga nasasabugan po sa mukha, may napuputulan ng kamay. Kaya paalala po sa ating mga magulang, bantayan at isupervise po natin yung ating mga anak na wag niyo po silang papayagan na gumamit po nitong mga boga dahil maaari po itong magresulta sa kanilang pagkabulag, pagkasunog ng mukha at worse, baka yung buhay pa po nila yung kapalit ng kung sakasakaling sumabog po ito ng lalong-lalo na sa mukha po nila.
In the PNP's assessment, the recent Simbang Gabi and Christmas celebrations were generally peaceful, with no untoward incidents reported. Security measures are now in place for the upcoming New Year celebrations. So far, there are no threats to the country's security. Francis Polbe, Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Moving on to sports, a dramatic comeback in Christmas Day for Barangay Ginebra San Miguel in the PBA Commissioner's Cup. The Gin Kings erased a 22-point deficit to beat the Magnolia Chicken Templados Hotshots on a Christmas Day Clasico Wednesday at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Final score, 95-92. Ginebra's Scotty Thompson hit the biggest shot of the night as he sank a corner triple for the win. Scotty finished with 14 points. RJ Abarientos also comes up big for Barangay Ginebra. He finished with 20 points and 5 assists. And the Player of the Game honors. Import Justin Brownlee, top scorers for the crowd favorites with 28 points. Now in the first game, the Converge Fiber Xers pulled the plug on the Morocco Bolts, 110-94. Jordan Heading showcased his brilliance with 30 points, 6 rebounds, and 8 assists for the Fiber Xers' 4th straight win. Import Cignal chipped in with 24 points and 18 rebounds. Top draft pick Justin Baltazar added 16 markers and 7 boards.
Now let's talk entertainment because the Queen of Christmas, Mariah Carey, has a message to her Filipino fans. On X, formerly Twitter, Mariah wrote, "Merry Christmas to festive Filipino lamely." The superstar singer even reposted the video of an event held by Philo Lambs as a tribute to her. A couple of her hit songs are featured in the video, including All I Want for Christmas Is You, which Filipinos blast on during the season.
We're one step closer.
Ooh, baby.
We're one step closer to the collab between Jose Marichan and Mariah Carey.
Jose Mariah
Chan.
That is gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
And also will sing. She was singing na kanina.
Okay, kaya I cut her off eh. Jose Mariah C.
Grabe ka talaga, Paolo. But I love Mariah, and I love how she acknowledges her Filipino fans. Remember, she came out with a message also in September because she knows that we already start the Christmas season.
Yep.
As soon as the Burr month
No,
starts.
honestly, because you know how much royalty she get, right, from the songs
Yeah,
she gets?
I mean,
So
we
I
make
think
her
they're
rich.
mostly from Filipinos.
Sayang kasi September eh.
That's why she loves us.
Kaya she came out with that message, that she knows the Filipinos are already celebrating Christmas
Yup.
in September.
Her and Michael Bublé start making royalties in the Philippines starting September.
Oo nga.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, that's
Kasi,
so true.
and again, even Michael Bublé acknowledges that the Filipino fan base is very near and dear to him.
Yeah.
Kasi I think
Yes.
sumikat siya dito before sumikat siya sa States.
Probably.
Yeah, one of those
honestly.
things.
We
yeah.
love Michael Bublé
Oh,
so
he should
much.
come here. They should both come here and both collab with Jose Mariah Chan.
But no, but then,
That would be amazing, like a
we need to
Christmas
find a new
special.
pun with Michael Bublé now with Jose
Okay, that's
Maria.
on you.
Sige,
Ang hirap
isipan mo
na.
pa.
Yeah,
And
come back to us tomorrow.
while you're thinking of a new pun for those 3 artists, guys, if you had too much of a good time at the dining table, ouch! This Christmas, you might want to stick around. When we return, a nutritionist dietitian joins us in the show to help us bounce back and feel well again after all the Christmas eats. So don't go away. It's a beautiful day. We'll be right back.
Magandang araw, Pilipinas! Sa bawat issue may iba't ibang anggulo.
Sa bawat storya, may iba't ibang kwento.
Himayin natin ang bawat sulok at bawat kanto mula sa iba't ibang perspektibo na madaling maintindihan ng karaniwang mamamayan.
Every Saturday na mga magdadag to 11:30 a.m. Kaya huwag kayong papahuli mga kababayan. Manatiling may pakialam sa mga issue sa ating bansa kung kaya samahan niyo kami. Dito lang sa Cuatro Cantos!
Hello and welcome to Follow the Money. I'm Rain Musngi. Join us as we explore the tools and insights you need to jumpstart your financial journey. The crypto market climbed over $800 billion. Tech giant Alibaba has announced plans to issue notes. Investors are anticipating a significant downward move for the cryptocurrency. Swift is adding a new chapter to her record-breaking year.
Follow the Money, 10:30 a.m.
Keep it here on BNC, the Bilyonaryo News Channel. Always on top.
2 reasons why. I think the first one is I come from a rice farming background in Ilocos Norte. I have relatives that does rice farming and really saw the complexities that they saw every single day. And second is really my immersion in Singapore. Earlier this year, I went to Singapore and I interned for a startup that helped shrimp farmers manage the risks of disease testing in Vietnam. So having to understand that risks is the biggest, most vulnerable factors that affect farming, I tried to apply that in the Philippines and AgriConnect came to be.
And welcome back. You're still watching It's a Beautiful Day. Now, with the Noche Buena and the Christmas feast just over, if not still in full swing, that is, we're dealt with the next dilemma. That's guilt, bloating, and other diet management issues. Well, don't worry, guys. It's not totally a problem. You can get back on track easier than you might think, but with proper guidance. Now, to help us with that, we have registered nutritionist and dietitian Aien on Zoom. It's a beautiful day, Aien. Good morning.
Good morning. It's a beautiful day too. Yan. Kumusta naman po kayo lahat?
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, Doc
Busog.
Aien.
Busog kami.
Bloated.
Hanggang ngayon.
I'm so full.
And I think we are all guilty of this. No, we overate this Christmas. Now, Doc Aien, can you tell us what would be the correct and healthy way to bounce back? Kasi, people would automatically assume na magda-diet sila, hindi na sila kakain come January 1st. Under-eating would be the solution. So can you tell us what is the healthiest way to get back on track?
To get back on track, syempre, di ba, this Christmas, dumaan yung Christmas. Syempre, nakikita natin yung mga paborito, yung mga masasarap na handa. So to get back on track, syempre after natin kumain ng malala, ganyan.
Malala.
After a big meal, sorry for the word, pero yon, gano'n na din yon. After a big meal, a tip is, number one tip, we could walk, no? Kahit 10 minutes or 5 minutes walk lang para naman bumaba yung kinain natin. Kasi 'di ba after meal ang tendency natin uupo tayo tapos mamaya aantukin na tayo then tuloy-tuloy na. So we need to walk kahit 10 minutes and then second is we should drink a lot of water then para naman yung kinain mo diretso-diretso yung process ng digestion mo. Ganon. Then another is after a big meal or bumalik tayo sa track, we should plan, kunwari kinabukasan, exercise tayo. Like gising tayo sa umaga, then we could walk again or jogging, yung mga physical workout nyo na ginagawa nyo. Yun.
And of course, Doc, kanina when you were talking about eating na malala, pakita kami ng mga pictures namin. Mga picture ng mga lechon pala. So, sobrang up. Pero when you talk about yung feeling of bloatedness right after, kasi, di ba, iba rin yung feeling na yun eh. Can you tell us, give us tips on how we can flush out yung feeling ngayon, yung look na yun, yung pagka-bloated?
Well, yung bloating naman kasi, it is normal naman, diba? Yung iba kasi sinasabi nila, lagi na lang ako bloated, ganyan. Or kasi, may times din kasi, diba? Pagkagising natin sa umaga, flat yung siya natin, ganyan. Pero, eto nga, dahil dumaan yung Christmas, kakain tayo ng marami. Tapos, after taking a nap, ganyan, bloated pa rin tayo. Kinabukasan, bloated pa rin tayo. Ganyan. Ang maganda dyan is, we should eat fiber, then water. It really helps yung pag-lose ng bloatedness, yung water talaga. And do exercise talaga, yan. Nakikita niyo dyan yan, yung yoga poses, warm bath, and using by essential oils. Yung ganyan. Ayun po.
Doc, let's delve into the topic of bloating some more because I feel like I'm always bloated, not just today after the holidays, but I'm forever bloated, maybe because I'm always overeating.
Hindi na yung bloated mo.
What?
Wala, iba.
Lechon na?
Di pa naisip ni Paolo.
I'm like,
think of a
Ayoko
word
nang
pa.
sabihin.
Anyway, Doc, I mean, everybody gets bloating problems all year round, but when does it actually become a serious problem that should be checked, especially like for me? Should I be going to you soon?
Yes, it is really important, no, na when it comes in your health, lalo na yung ganito, after ng holidays, marami kayong kinain, and gusto mo bumalik sa track, mas maganda na you meet with your registered nutritionist dietitian para naman mag-guide ka niya ulit. Or ako, di ba, mag-guide kita ulit dun sa next step mo para makontinue mo yung gusto mong goal for your health. Ganyan. Number one, yan, gradually increase your fiber. You should be more active. Tapos yung mga meals mo per day, you should complete your meals per day, but may intervals. Okay? Hindi naman pwede na parang, for example, your recommended calories is 1/8, then in one eating, you will eat 1,800 calories in just one sitting. Ganon. Dapat, dinedivide mo siya. May interval every meals. Ganon.
Doc, now that you're mentioning yung mga different ways of, getting back on track, I'm sure that come January 1st, people are going to be doing a lot of different diets. So, ang dami niyan eh. There's keto, there's a low-calorie diet, there's OMAD. Yeah, I do that actually, 1 meal a day. Intermittent fasting. Is there a healthy or something that you actually recommend to your patients, the kind of diet na healthy and will benefit them in the long term?
For my patients and for my future patients naman, not all diets fits in one size or fits in one size at all. You should do a balanced diet. Dapat laging balance naman yung kinakain natin. As dietitian, we promote the Pinggang Pinoy. It is a visual aid na for proper na pagbalance ng kinakain mo sa plato. Like, for example, 1/2 of your plate includes the vegetables and fruits. 1/4 is for your proteins and 1/4 is for your healthy carbohydrates. Like, for example, rice, kamote, mais, ganyan. Tapos, we also promote the MOVABA. MO stands for moderate. VA stands for variety. Dapat iba-iba yung kinakain mo. You should complete the rainbow colors in your plate. And then the balance, MOVABA, BA balance. That's it po.
Mm-hmm. And you talk about the balance, you talk about the fact that the diets it's not one size fits all. Pero what words do you have in terms of siguro warning for those who biglang nagpapalit ng diet, biglang nagka-crash diet, especially kapag New Year's, or those who want to try cleansing bigla kahit hindi sanay yung katawan nila? Of course, how can people go about that? How can people find the right diet for them going into the New Year especially? Kasi maraming New Year's resolution, I'm sure, in the next few days.
Yeah. When it comes in cleansing naman, as a dietitian, I do not recommend cleansing at all. Kasi it could lose a lot of nutrients, lalo na yung essential nutrients na kailangan natin sa katawan natin. Kasi yung katawan natin, naman yan nagka-cleanse naman yan as its own, on its own. Nagka-cleanse yan. So, ang tawag dito, you could cook at home, stay dehydrated, prioritize sleep and rest, quit negativity and guilt, or dun sa family mo, mag-find ka ng someone who could do your food also, yung magkakasundo kayo sa kinakain nyo. You should choose fresh whole foods diet, plan your meals and snack. Lalo-lalo na kung busy ka, you should plan ahead kung ano yung madaling lutuin, tapos kung ano yung medyo matagal lutuin, tapos commit a long-term goals. Kasi sa diet industry, mostly ng mga tao is kung ano yung nag-work sa kanila na diet sa una, yun na yung uulitin nila. Pero sometimes, hindi din nag-work sa pangalawa. So, dapat you should consult with a dietitian para naman alam kung ano ulit yung ibibigay sa'yo na panibagong diet. Kasi yung katawan natin, nag-iiba-iba yan eh. Nag-iiba yung process ng digestion natin, nag-iiba yung... It depends on your environment din kasi. Ayun.
Doc, you mentioned earlier that in order to stay healthy, we should cook at home mostly. But for those people who are so busy like myself, that's also why I gained a lot of weight because I'm always out and about. What are some tips and tricks to help me stay eating healthy while I'm on the go?
And as I mentioned earlier, you should plan ahead. For example, if you are busy like Monday to Friday, busy ka niyan kasi because of work or because of you are a working student, siguro by weekend, you should list the foods that you wanted to eat for Mondays to Friday or yung mga babaunin mo. Tapos, yung mga sa tingin mo na foods na madaling i-freeze, yung i-freeze mo para mabaon mo siya for the next day. Tapos, you should include yung mga nuts, grains then na tatagal para hindi naman ganun na masira agad. Huwag ka din masyado yung sa mga food na madaling mapanis. Like for example, yung mga mag-isa ka lang or kunwari dalawa lang kayo tapos magluluto ka ng isang kilong menudo na punong-puno ng tomato sauce or yung iba pang with tomato sauce or yung mga ingredients na may mas sa tingin mo madaling mapapanis. You should cook at least, for example, like kung dalawa lang kayo, yung 1/4 lang or 1/2, ganyan. Mas maganda kasing less para hindi ka masayangan ng food.
Portion control talaga, no, Doc?
Yes.
I know we're running out of time, but meron kaming pahabol question. Like, me and Mo, we have replaced the regular rice with shirataki rice. And sobrang uso yan ngayon, no? The
Yes.
carb alternatives. Do you actually recommend this? And what are the other good alternatives to carbs?
Yeah, Doc, I don't know if shirataki rice is working on me. Or I'm just eating too much.
For alternatives naman kasi, if you are, ayaw mo masyadong, kasi di ba mostly sinasabi nila na ang rice is nakakataba. Pero rice is very important kasi it is carbohydrates. Without carbohydrates, wala tayong energy for the day. No? Tapos, siguro, meron dyan, we could do cauliflower rice, ganyan, brown rice, ganyan. If you are masyado ka nag-aalangan sa health mo, gusto mo maging fit, ganyan.
So thank you so much, nutritionist, dietitian, Aien Roxas. We learned a lot from you today. Thank you for joining the show.
Okay, thank you po. Yan.
Up ahead, find out what gifts were trending among the rich and famous. That story and more after the break. It's a beautiful day. We'll be right back.
Two reasons why. I think the first one is I come from a rice farming background in Ilocos Norte. I have relatives that does rice farming and really saw the complexities that they saw every single day. And second is really my immersion in Singapore. Earlier this year, I went to Singapore and I interned for a startup that helped shrimp farmers manage the risks of disease testing in Vietnam. So having to understand that risks is the biggest, most vulnerable factors that affect farming, I tried to apply that in the Philippines and AgriConnect came to be.
This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views.
I'm Anton Rojas.
UP crushes LaSalle to seize UAP basketball supremacy. NU dethrones UST to reclaim women's basketball glory. The Pinoy powerhouse squad topped and crushed the competition in Mobile Legends Bang Bang Esports. The Bucks take down the Thunder in the NBA Cup victory. The Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport, on the Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Hello and welcome to Follow the Money. I'm Rain Musngi. Join us as we explore the tools and insights you need to jumpstart your financial journey. The crypto market climbed over $800 billion. Tech giant Alibaba has announced plans to issue notes. Investors are anticipating a significant downward move for the cryptocurrency. Swift is adding a new chapter to her record-breaking year.
Follow the money, 10:30 a.m.
Keep it here on BNC, the Bilyonaryo News Channel. Always on top.
Your newest source of news and information.
That's it?
Follows you everywhere, every day.
Wow.
Oh, man.
On cable and free TV. Online.
He joins us from the Batasang Pamansang.
On mobile.
Simulan na natin ang agenda.
This is BNC, and we are everywhere.
Hello, welcome back. You're still watching It's a Beautiful Day. Now, a survey says fewer Filipinos expected a happy Christmas this year. The SWS survey says Filipinos who look forward to a happy Christmas went down to 65% from 73% in 2023. Now, this is actually a similar outlook back in 2021, or the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, 10 Filipinos say they expected a sad Christmas. Meantime, respondents say that the top 3 things that they are grateful for the holidays are good health, family, and being alive. At least buhay pa tayo.
Yeah.
That's what they're
But
what they're saying.
seriously, that is something to be thankful for.
Yeah,
I mean,
100%.
what constitutes a sad Christmas?
No, I know, but I think the expectation was, is it going to be a happy Christmas? That's what people were wondering.
I think maybe because of the price increase, inflation.
Maybe.
It's
But I mean,
crazy
I
this
feel like
year.
you don't have to buy, right, like the materialistic things, because Christmas is such a consumer market kind of thing.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
just as long as, like they said, you're happy, you're healthy, you're with your family, I feel like that's all that matters. And like our guy says, Jose Marie-chan, it's all about Jesus.
But that's a very beauty queen answer. I think
Grabe.
in reality, most people would actually look at or base their Christmas happiness on if they can afford the Noche Buena feast, if they can afford the food.
I think it
Right.
also depends, like, if you're with family, if you're working too hard and you're
Yeah.
away from family. I think, apart from all the material things, kasi dito naman sa Pilipinas, especially Filipinas, it's always about being with each other.
Right.
So maybe it could be less and less people are together because of maybe the work. People are traveling
Yeah,
more, not
yeah.
much people are together. And all of that. So I don't know the why bumaba yung
Yeah.
response.
I feel like it's a very
the,
vague survey. Like, there should be more details as to why. Like, is it because, right, like you said, they're not with family, they can't afford things. I feel like there should be a more specific reason.
Maybe there is, no?
Baka there
That
is, yeah.
survey
Maybe we have to do
came
our
out, yeah.
research.
Let's
with
delve
regard
into
to
that.
Yes.
Let's see. Alam na,
Okay.
Kelsey and Noel, we're going to talk about this later on. But let's move on, because over at the Vatican, Pope Francis has launched the Jubilee year by opening the so-called Holy Door at St. Peter's Basilica. The special bronze panel door is opened every Jubilee year, or every 25 years. Now, before opening the Holy Door, the Pope led the Christmas Eve Mass, where hope is a central point during his homily.
E ce ne sono tante desolazioni in questo tempo.
There is so much desolation in this time. Think of wars, and children being machine gun bombs on schools and hospitals. Don't delay, don't slow down, but let yourself be drawn by the good news. This is our task, to translate hope into the different situations of life. Because Christian hope is not a happy ending to be passively awaited, it is not a happy ending of a movie, but rather, a promise of the Lord to be welcomed here and now, in this land that suffers and sighs. It therefore asks us not to tarry, not to be kept back by our old habits, not to linger in mediocrity and laziness.
Meanwhile, if you refuse to settle for less and have some cash to spend, you may want to check out some gift ideas from high-end brands. Erica Christensen reports.
Have you heard of brands like Biagini, Booty, Leica, or Bang & Olufsen? If yes, then you might be someone who values exceptional craftsmanship, premium quality, or even rare one-of-a-kind items. In 2024, the trend of quiet luxury continues to dominate the preferences of shoppers. It's not just about flashy logos or bold designs, but about products that exude understated elegance and craftsmanship. Here are some of the top picks of Bilyonaryo news channel for the holiday season. For the camera geek is Leica, a brand renowned for its world-class cameras that can cost hundreds of thousands of pesos. For cutting-edge design and state-of-the-art sound quality, we found Bang & Olufsen. These speakers can go up to 4 million pesos. For the coffee connoisseurs, the Italian handcrafted espresso machines of La Marzocco. And speaking of Italian, for the bag collectors, Biagini and Booty are Italian luxury bag brands that offer rare and one-of-a-kind pieces. These bags are once again handcrafted and are a favorite of high-end shoppers. And while many billionaires still enjoy shopping abroad, these exclusive items are increasingly becoming accessible in Manila. For shoppers, it's not just about buying what's trending in the luxury world. It's also about adopting an investment mindset, where every purchase also holds value for the future, a type of luxury with purpose. Looking ahead to 2025, the spending habits are expected to become even more personalized and sustainable. There's also a growing trend of investing on experiences such as bespoke travels. Quiet luxury shopping is not just about the price. It's an expression of one's taste and values. A reminder that sometimes true luxury lies in the craftsmanship and not in the loudness of the brand name. Erica Christensen, Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Grabe, just looking at all of those products. Again, sabi nga ni Erica, the craftsmanship does matter with regards to the luxury items. And yeah, you know what, minsan the craftsmanship doesn't necessarily mean mahal yung product, of course. We did feature a lot of the things that the billionaires are looking for, the bespoke travel in particular. Pero may mga kilala rin ako ng bespoke travel, pero DIY. They plan it by themselves, step by step, and then they try to make it. That's how they make it more bespoke. It could be local, it could be overseas as well, and it's just really fun. And I think that that could also be a more accessible way for people to have that type of experience as well. Pero I mean, I remember we were talking about it a while ago, and it was just. Like, syempre, yan din yung aspiration, di ba? Aspirational din yung mga pinakita natin.
Yeah, like those
items
are the list. Anne and I were like, okay, one day,
someday. But maybe if they send them to
go.
us, thank you so much in advance. If you guys want us to experience those products.
I don't. Have you received anything
and talk
this
about
year?
it on the show.
We've asked a lot.
I will never stop manifesting. I will never stop manifesting. So guys, if you want us to experience those coffee makers, those headphones, and talk about it on the show, we'll do that.
I'm dead. I can't wait. If you send Anne one, you have to send all of us
or
one.
if they send me one lang, bala kayo. You don't want to believe me.
I thought we're a team. Ano ba?
On that note, Merry Christmas to Earth from outer space. Astronauts stranded at the International Space Station, or ISS, send their holiday greetings to Earth. They flew to outer space in June for what supposedly was an 8-day test flight. But due to technical issues with their aircraft, they still haven't gotten back, even until now.
Best things that I like about Christmas is the preparation station as we get ready for the Christmas holidays. It's a great time of year up here. We get to spend it with all of our family up on the International Space Station. There's 7 of us up here, and so we're going to get to enjoy company together.
Want to also mention that, we're not the only ones that are going to spend time away from our families over the holidays. There's a huge team on the ground that's going to support us in mission controls around the globe over the holidays, and I want to thank them for the sacrifices that they're making. Together, we work hand in hand with the ground every day, and over the holidays, we keep this mission going. Merry Christmas.
You know what? I still can't believe they're still in outer space. A NASA spacecraft now nears the sun in a historic mission to collect data about what the Earth's closest star. This Christmas is when the Parker Solar Probe is expected to enter the sun's outer atmosphere, or corona.
So NASA's Parker Solar Probe, which launched in 2018, has been using Venus gravity assist to get closer and closer to the sun. And most recently, it had a Venus gravity assist, and so now it's going to fly within 3.83 million miles of the surface of the sun. We have never had a human-made object so close to the sun.
Whether NASA's mission is successful or not will be known tomorrow. Now don't go away. When It's a Beautiful Day returns, find out the songs that dominated this year's Billboard charts. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Welcome back. You're still watching It's a Beautiful Day. Now, in music, OPM definitely ruled this year's sonic landscape. Billboard Philippines released their year-end charts, rounding up the most streamed songs of the year. Up in there, Palagi by TJ Monterde and Casey Tandingan at number 1. Dilaw by Maki at number 2. Pantropico by Bini at number 3. Salamin Salamin by Bini at number 4. Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish at number 5. Sining by Dianella and JR at number 6. Oh, I love that song. Walang Alam by Hev Abby at 7th. And this is Pau's song, Babaero by Hev Abby at 8th. We Can't Be Friends by Ariana Grande at number 9.
That's my song for Anne.
And Sabrina Carpenter's Espresso at number 10.
I feel the violence between both of y'all today. I'm just so happy I'm out of it.
Out of pocket
Grabe
yun,
kayo.
ha? Walang ginagawa sa'yo today.
No, but
so
I'm
fun
so
to watch,
glad.
y'all.
I'm so glad that Palagi is on the top spot, especially after watching Hello Love Again, because that was the theme song. And I remember after watching, as the people were coming out of the theater, they were all singing the
I need to
Palagi
listen
song.
to that song.
It's super
I'm just so
nice.
happy. My favorite Filipino song is number 2.
Yeah.
Dilaw. I didn't even know Maki was the one who sang it. I just learned today.
You thought it was
Oh my
Maki
God.
by Dilaw at one point.
Like so embarrassing, but
Hindi naman Japanese yung song eh, diba? But either way,
California Maki.
you got it finally. Thank goodness.
But it's a great list, so congratulations to all the local artists that made it to that top 10 list.
Well,
Woo!
let's talk about something from the land. Wow, I can't talk. Land down under, because it's Christmas by the sea for some people in Australia. Locals, tourists, and dogs soaked in the Christmas spirit at Sydney's Bondi Beach on Christmas Day, enjoying the sunny weather, wearing festive Santa hats, and posing for photographs with a Christmas tree on the sand. Cameron Heslop, a first-time visitor to Bondi Beach from Scotland, described the experience as something quite special. Sydney's ocean beaches, famed for golden sand and clean water, drew tourists from around the globe. Christmas Day is also one of the busiest days of the year for volunteer lifeguards who patrol Bondi Beach's shores and waves, ensuring the safety of swimmers along the roughly 1 kilometer stretch of beach.
I go to the beach right now. Bondi Beach is one of my favorite beaches to go.
Yes,
Bondi Beach is
please.
one of
I
the.
thought it was Bondi.
I'm pretty sure it's Bondi.
Bondi.
People told me it's Bondi when I was in
Really?
Australia. Bondi ba?
Maybe if you're Australian,
Baka
you're
kulang
like,
ka sa
Bondi.
bonding.
I give
Di na
Ibang
mali yung
bonding
sinasabi
naman
niya
yun.
sa'yo.
Ayoko mag-bonding sa'yo. So violent
Ayan
today.
ka na naman, Pawe. You're starting
Ako, I
things.
didn't
I was
start
told
it.
it was Bondi.
Bondi.
Whatever.
Basta,
Maybe
masaya
you don't
doon.
have to.
Masaya
It's-
doon
yeah.
sa
Basta
Australia
doon sa
ngayon.
beach.
You know what? I'm
We
going
have
to
to go.
Australia. I'm going to leave y'all here because y'all are so violent
Oh,
today.
no. I'm okay with Bondi.
Thank you.
Yes,
Okay.
sama ko.
Bye, Pao. Sa Bondi ka.
Burakay mo na ng
Ang
mukha
hirap
ko.
mo ka-bonding.
I was first. I said that first. All right. Before we devolve into a fight here, that is it for us this Thursday, December 26th. We just came from Christmas. I'm Paolo del Rosario. Thank you very much for joining us.
I'm Anne Asis-Carilo. Before we go, we want to give a quick shout out to Doc Cyril Agan and Jan Conadera of Lift Clinic. Wherever this day brings you guys, remember to choose joy, spread kindness, and pack your own sunshine.
And I'm Monique Tuzon. Once again, thank you, Lift Clinic, for our beauty fix. And guys, don't feel bad if you overeat. It's still the holidays until January 1. So y'all stay safe and have a great day ahead. Join us again tomorrow at 7 a.m. only here on
It's a Beautiful Day!